Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pirate101 Swashbuckler Edition. In the last episode, Avery, he kind of deceived us into not giving us a ship by saying that he followed the letter of his agreement with us. Kind of tricky, but oh well. We'll just have to make do with the raft that he gave us. However, in exchange for disappointing us with the raft, he led us on to a treasure hunt of sorts to find the lost gold of Captain Gunn. We ended up joining up with the leader of the crew for that expedition. However, the pilot of the crew, Ratbeard, ended up deciding to show his true colors in stealing the will and leaving his goons behind to fight us. We ended up shaking them off and chasing them all the way here to Blood Shoals in a cave where they've called their home. However, Ratbeard is nowhere to be seen, and a bunch of wharf rats that I assume work for Ratbeard are now ghosts before us. So, we're just going to have to find out what exactly is going on.
Look upon us, you who yet breathe, and pity our cruel lot. Ratbeard, our captain, told us of a treasure for the taking. We helped him win the will, as ye well know, and sailed back here to feast in celebration. We'll soon be rich, boys. That's what he told us. But the villain betrayed us. The food was poisoned. He killed us all and left us here. A feast for crabs. He'll have all the treasure for himself. Unless you stop him, that is.
Ah, there you are, my prodigy. Come see me at once. You need practice.
Our spirits are trapped, pirates. We have unfinished business, debts are hard, and honor that leash us here like chains of steel. You can grant me eternal rest by making sure Ratbeard never takes Gunn's treasure. But that won't help me shipmates, Manny, Mo, and Jack. Of all the chains holding me shipmates here, Mo's are the strongest of all. Mo wronged his true love and can't bear it. Manny there, he's a good lad. But a wrong he's done his former captain chains his soul in grief. Young Jack there, he's haunted by his dishonest deeds. Ratbeard's treachery taught him just how shameful his misdeeds were. I can't help you stop Ratbeard till I know they won't be left behind. Set their souls at ease.
Alright, so we have 3 side quests, or I guess main quests that have or main quest that's branched to take care of all the unfinished business of these 3 rats if we're gonna find the trail to stop Ratbeard. However, I will actually not be going through with those. I just wanted to get them into our quest inventory. But first, we're actually going to go out and take up a few side quests. So let's make our way out of this dank cave. And talk to Danny Ratso here.
There's no deeper wound than lost love. I loved a girl, pirate, a girl sweet as summer. She'd have married me if I hadn't been such a fool. My sweet Nancy gave me her mother's locket as a keepsake. And what did I do? I lost it in a game of dice. Gambling's always been the ruin of me. Surly John Remington took the locket from me, and Nancy left me forever. I meant to get that locket back to her, but now it's too late. I beg you, pirate, find Surly John over on Skull Island and get the locket back. Take it to Nancy and tell her I'm sorry.
Alright, well, let's just grab another side quest while we're here.
I've carried my father's heirloom dagger into battle on my last few adventures in Skull Island Skyway. The only problem? He didn't know. So when a Batacuda carried it off in its jaws, I panicked and fled the scene. Are you brave enough to get my father's dagger back for me?
Alright, well, your foolishness aside, we'll definitely take it because, unlike other quests, this one actually grants nautical experience. Yes, very much like your own experience for your character, you get experience for your ship combat as well, and it is separate and very important that you actually get it as high as possible. So, let's take that on. And now, just to end things off, one more.
Oh, a pirate, are ya? Yar. Good to meet ya. Uncle Scuttles, they call me. Back in my youth, I was quite the pirate myself. Now my sailing days are over. Now I'm a shipwright, refitting ships. I get by with salvaged wood, but there's no decent rope for rigging. I'm nearly out of materials. Go out in the skyway and bring me rope from the rigging of cutthroat ships. That'll get me business going again.
Alright, well, with that, we have another quest to sail out into the skyway, and I definitely want to make this a side questing episode, so if you unfortunately were hoping for something a bit more concrete story-wise, I'm sorry, but I want to take as much experience as I can and get as far along, at least level-wise, as possible. So before we do anything else, we're going to actually swap on over to this back to school quest. And we're going to use the button in the bottom left corner to return immediately to Skull Island and Avery's Court. Doing so will leave a mark here at the Blood Shoal for us to get back here quickly. And we're going to go see Morgan Lafitte in the Swashbuckler Hall.
Oh, here you are again, my dashing swashbuckler. Are you ready for a new lesson? Oh, go.
Because we're level 5, we've gained the ability to train light armor. So, let's do it. Yeah, pretty short quest, but we're fine. Dan Flanders here, who I avoided talking to last episode, I'm just going to say right now, the reason why is because companions join you, and when they do, their levels become automatically set, and Fan Flanders is one such companion that I know that you just get automatically and will join quite a few levels above you. So, the best instance for this would be to avoid getting her from this quest right here until you've hit the level cap. Granted, the level cap right now is 70, so I don't expect us to be coming back for her at least for a while, or if I need to just get a strong companion. And it's probably a bit pointless since this game is actually starting to receive updates again. That may end up raising the level cap, but that's a problem for later. I suppose if you feel like I should go grab her from that little quest, just write a comment and let me know. Now, let's actually go down to the Skull Island docks, but first we're going to get off of the main story quest, and we're going to start by actually not choosing that one. We're going to actually go right over here to find Surly John Remington in Remington Steel to complete that one quest to progress that one quest we got in Blood Shoals.
Danny the Wolf Rat? Sure, I remember him. Oh, he sent you for the locket, did he? Ha! He lost it to me fair and square. Want it? Sorry, I don't have it anymore. Go catch me some blackhearted for my dinner and I'll tell you where it is.
Well, that's just wrong. And it seems we have another side quest here.
Hey, you! Yeah, you, pirate. You steal my flask? How am I to know you didn't thieve my golden flask? I don't suppose you know Dead-Eye Deirdre?
No, it was worth a shot. You look like the unsavory sort I'm aiming to hire to find Deirdre. She stole my golden flask, and I need it back. Rumors are she's somewhere in the skyway. I'm offering pay for the safe return of my golden flask. You interested?
Well, seeing as there's some nautical experience in it and some extra gold, and we're going into the skyway anyway, we might as well take it. Let's see. Any other quests? Well, there's Blind Mew. Ooh, this one. This one right here is an important one. We definitely want to grab that. Well, let's just quickly grab that because this one's in that. Let's first grab this one just because it's an important one that we'll be needing to do as we explore the Skyway. So, into the Kraken Skulls Tavern to find Zeke. Prospector Zeke.
Nice to meet you, pirate. Name's Prospector Zeke. I travel the spiral sniffing for gold and helping find lost treasures along the way. Why, just the other day, I ran into my friend here, the Marquis Mark, who's looking for his lost bananas.
Hey, pirate, how's it going? So you're a pirate, right? I like that. I ship bananas. I'm the biggest fruit exporter in the spiral. I got a problem. A shipment of my bananas got scattered all over the place, and they're going rotten. Can you find them? Well, it was great to meet you. Say hi to your mother for me, okay?
Well, that was weird. Definitely not the voice I expected to come from you.
If you're gonna be traveling around Skull Island anyway, you wouldn't mind helping to find the funky bunch for Marquis Mark, would you?
Might as well take it. This is going to be a set of quests in the Skyways as you go through the game. This funky bunch is quite different from most usual quests because as we go out, you will see that you actually don't get an arrow. You have to look around for these yourselves. I will be including a map, or at least a guide for these quests in the description of every video going forward, because trying to find these around on our own is going to be kind of... Like, I've done it once before with my Buccaneer, or back before I started recording these Let's Plays, but it's quite annoying to have to go through all this, so let's... You know what, I'll just take a quick peek around, because I think I remember where this one was. But if not, I'll just... Ah, yes, here it is. So yeah, no idea where on the map it is. You just have to go looking for them. Granted, this one's rather easy because it'll stand out at least a little bit with the stink line aroma, but they're not all that easy. And they'll get more difficult as we go on. However, you definitely want to make use of these quests because at the end you'll get a practice point, which those are in short demand and you have a lot of skills from other classes that you would want to take up. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's actually sit for the Skyway. Well, actually not for the Skyway. Let's go on over here since I didn't remember that he was actually still on Skull Island, so let's talk to Mecha Moltel.
We have egg, but is sacred, cannot give, no matter how big games are. Will make wind spirits angry. You have tiki? Much mojo. Maka likes tiki. Pretty sure wind spirits like tiki too. Good trade. Tribe will give you egg.
Alright, well, that was something. Certainly can tell that this game's dialogue, at least for these early parts, is of its time, from back in late 2012. Granted, probably better than, say... I'll just avoid it. I'll just avoid that thought because it's probably not going to help and probably going to date me a bit. Anyway, let's go back up to Mickey Dugan since we have that taken care of.
You got that egg? Outstanding! Now you need to get it to our pet training team in Bestia immediately. No need to go to Aquila. In honor of their invitation, the Eagles brought Bestia to Skull Island. Talk to the Lady Eagle on the East Bastion. You're definitely the helpful sort, Pirate. Captain Avery was right about you. I hear anything else needs doing, you're the first one I'll ask.
And we're just going to avoid doing any of those right now because honestly we have quite a bit on our plate already. But let's go on over here and talk to this eagle.
You make for Bestia. Very well. All are welcome to behold the spectacle of the pentathlon. I shall take you. Board yon gondola.
Welcome, barbarian, to Bestia, home of the pentathlon, where we train pets to be as bold and brave as the heroes who love them. The tradition began with Aquilus, founder of Nova Aquila. He never would have defeated the Minotaur without his golden owl, Mr. Sparkles. After his victory, Aquilus roamed the spiral. In a distant realm of mystics and magicians, he made a fateful discovery. These magicians had mighty pets indeed. The strange food and odd rituals the mystics forced on their pets made them even mightier. Aquilus brought what he had learned back to Aquila, where we eagles mastered the art of pet training and brought it to new heights. This is the pentathlon, where the finest pets from all over the spiral train and compete to be more than pets. The best of Bestia become legends. Bear your burden with care, Bantam Porter. The company you seek is within, in the Black Pavilion.
Alright, well, we're just going to go on in just to check things out for a bit. This is a side area to train pets like my King Jasper. I would not really recommend it. You can easily train them up yourselves, and these games, while fun, are not quite exactly what I would do with my time in Pirate 101.
What's the egg for? Oh, right. We were missing one, but, well, we're much obliged to be sure. But we already have our replacement. Me old shipmate, One-Eyed Jack, negotiated an egg from the Waponies. We're back in the races, so to speak. Hi, why don't you keep it, young pirate, to make up for your trouble? Here, let's get it hatched. We're a bit busy here. Why don't you chat with all the folks around the circus? They'll tell you all you need to know to raise your new pet.
Oh, we already had a pet, but alright. Might as well just see this through.
Oh, look, my dears. It's one of those piratical waifs. How ducky. What's that, my dear? You've a newly hatched pet? How adorable. You simply must get some snacks once the darling thing is ready. Snacks? Oh, my, yes. Each time your pet completes a training activity, you can feed it a snack. Snacks make your pet ever so much smarter and stronger and quicker, and that helps them grow bigger. Here are some snacks to get you started. If you should run out, you can get more from the shop in the arena concourse. Run along now.
So yeah, this is just a quick rundown of everything you need to know about pets in this game. at least for simplicity.
I sense you have seen much for one who is barely older than a hatchling, but most have seen much more before they learn of morphomancy. Morphomancy is an ancient art, essential to hatching and training champion pets. We can transform two pets to create new ones. In our morphing idols, only the best traits are passed on to the morphed pet when the spirits conjoin to make a superior creature. You may buy other pet eggs in the arena concourse. Bring pets and gold inside, and we will conjure you a champion pet.
Okay, well that's just to get at a... That's just to... I guess you could compare it to Pokemon breeding, but obviously breeding isn't exactly, I suppose, kosher for a kid's game. So, so we have two pets. We have my King Jasper, which I transferred over from my main pirate, and the newly hatched Lord Bacon. You have to be at least level 30 to morph a pet, I believe, or at least out of a certain stage of life. Definitely not a hatchling. As you each pet has powers and talents of their own, so you definitely want to get the best that you can get. I personally got Grants Riposte, Grants Relentless, Naturally Agile, and Grants Elusive on King Jasper here, which gives me, my pirate, Reed Voss, all these powers, so it's rather useful to train up a good pet and morph them. So quite a bit of doing on my end, so I'm not going to bother doing so here, but I figure you should know, just so that you can take care of it on your own time if you choose to play this game.
Ah, so you have taken up the noble art of pet cultivation. You will find it humbling, but very fulfilling, I think. Long ago, the sages of Mushu perfected training activities to strengthen the body, sharpen the reflexes, and focus the mind of any pet. These activities require a pet's energy and time. Many also require special gear. Some activities may award basic gear, but you will need more. Training is rigorous. Your pet's gear will wear out. Please accept these pieces as a gift. You can purchase more on the arena concourse.
Alright, let's just finish this up.
So, little sailor, you've been talking to the others about snacks, spells, and sports, eh? They tried to sell you some? Bah! Back in Grizzleheim, we've little time for shopping. We like some good practice sparring instead. It's the oldest, best way to supply a pet, yeah? There's no better way for your pet to get snacks and gears than an old-fashioned sparring match. Victories help your pet train to grow big and strong. Quick now and be up to the arena. You want to talk to Proximo. Like the Grizzle Saga says, there's no meal for a lazy wolf. No, don't you be worried. Your pets won't get hurt at all. Sparring isn't real battle. It's friendly competition. All in good fun, yeah?
Alright, well, suppose this is the last thing to do.
Brought your pet for a sparring match? Excellent. Here in the arena, you'll put your pet's abilities and powers to the test. Decius, there, is the master of the games. Decius has two kinds of matches. Practice matches against our arena beasts, and pet battles, where your pet spars with the pets of other travelers. Talk to Decius, and he'll point your pet to glory. Pets who are about to spar, I salute you.
Alright, well with that done, we don't have to be here anymore, so let's quickly jump back to the Blood Shoals. And I'll just mark this spot again. Now that that's taken care of, we're going to just set our next quest for Well, actually, we have a funky bunch here on Blood Shoals, so let's take care of that before we actually get a move on. Here in the Traitor Cave, where we found all the ghosts, we're going to hopefully find another funky bunch. So let's get to looking. A chest. Okay, a little bit of gold never hurt. Okay. Now then, we're just gonna take a look around. That chest can't be opened. That way can't be opened. Ah, here's the funky bunch. Okay. With that taken care of, let's just head back on out after we swap over to one of these Barracuda quests. We're just going to head down to the docks. Where our current raft is located. And while I could keep going, I do kind of need a bit of a breather since I actually did this in the last episode back to back. So we're going to end things off here. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.